This is Poelcappelle British Military Cemetery. This is what 7,442 soldiers look like, standing to attention in death. This is a concentration cemetery. You have never been in a cemetery of this size in your life before. But Poelcappelle has got a terrible secret. I want you to look at the gravestone in front of you. If you're standing in front of a grave of an unknown soldier, will you crouch down like this just now, please? Will you now look round? Please stand. Of the 7,442 soldiers buried here, 6,231 are known unto God. 84% of the soldiers who lie here are unknown. There is no cemetery anywhere else in the world with such a high proportion of unknown soldiers. These men gave up not only their lives, but their identities. We do not know who they are. And consider what that means. Back in Britain, families were never able to grieve properly. They were never able to come to a grave and put a plant or flowers in front of their son or their father or their brothers, because their bodies were unknown.
At Poelcappelle Cemetery, when we get given work, like a very own gravestone to go to, I thought, hold on, what's happening here? And then when I realised we had a poppy, I thought, we're going to lay this down for a soldier whose identity is lost and his life has been lost. We are going to be here for that man's family, because they don't know that man is there.
I want you to look at that gravestone again. And I want you to think, please, about the young man who's lying beneath your feet. I want you to imagine what he was like. Was he tall? Was he thin? Was he well built? Was he a bit chubby? What about his hair? Was he blonde? Was he a ginger? Fair hair? Dark hair? Give him some sort of colour of hair. What about his age? Was he a young lad? Similar perhaps to Val Strudwick? Or was he an older man? Maybe somebody like Sergeant Lee that you heard about yesterday, who was 44 years old. What about eye colour? Blue eyes? Green? Grey? What about personality? Did he have a sense of humour? Or was he a bit gloomy, a bit bad-tempered? Is he somebody that you would have got on with, do you think? What about family? Did he come from a big family? Did he have lots of brothers and sisters back at home? Or was he an only child? Now, what I suggest you're doing, pals, is giving some sort of life and personality and structure to a man who has not lived for almost 100 years. You're giving him some sort of life. Now, I think when you're asked to think about people who have been killed in war, it's rather difficult for you to do it. You're young, you have no experience yet of life. But what I suggest in future is, when you're asked to think of those killed in war, think of this lad. He's now your soldier. I now suggest that you put your poppy on his grave.
I kind of really felt when you remembered a particular soldier that wasn't known to anyone else, it kind of became your own, and it kind of just letting your imagination kind of run wild, thinking of how their family might feel not knowing where their son's body is or where he went, and it just really made me quite upset that some people just haven't been remembered, and it really felt good to remember someone that maybe hasn't been thought about for hundreds of years, so yeah.